Okay.
Getting, no, not here.
Are live.
Done. You're live.
Perfect.
I'm dropping off.
Okay. Send me the link. Are live. Ponni will give it 5 minutes to start. Okay, it's not.
Okay.
Done. You're live.
Yeah, I see that. Send me the link, Shahid. Okay. Send me the link. Are live. Ponni will.
मैं क्या?
Send. No, you're good. You're good. Just like 5 more minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and we have the link here, and I'm gonna post it everywhere so people know we are live already.
Great. Ooh.
Ponni will. Okay, now I can see you on YouTube. No, you're good. You're good. Just like 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just mute.
Cool.
Okay, and we. Okay, a couple of more minutes. Are you all set?
Yeah.
Let me just post on all the. Just waiting for a few people to join.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we are. Hi, Krishna. Just give us a few minutes. We are just waiting for a couple more people to join in so we can start the demo. Okay. 2 more minutes to go.
Okay.
Sorry for making you wait. I just. There is Krishna wants to say hi to you, Ponni.
Hi, Krishna. Thank you for joining.
Just a few more minutes. Let's get a couple more people in. Okay. We can actually start. So Ponni, I am super excited. Tell us what you're making. But before you do, let's start with a bit of an introduction for yourself. I've known you for years, and you're quite the superstar of PhirSe. So, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're going to be making for us today.
Thank you so much, Pia. You are actually my inspiration as well. You are a very true star. So swagatam to everybody. Here's my thali of diyas as Rakhi is coming up also. Okay, and then I am going to today create some South Indian couple of dishes. So one of them is called Kuri Paniyaram. Can you say it with me? Kuri Paniyaram.
Paniyaram.
Yes, very good. So it's actually like almost like an appam. If you all have heard of the appams, so they have dosa batter. They're savory, the ones I'm going to cook, but there are sweet kuri paniyarams as well. So paniyarams can be of different variety. Once you have the paniyaram pan, you can pretty much do different things. You can do like a donut-y type of, like those types of items.
And where would you get this pan?
This pan, I found them in the Indian stores abounding in this Bay Area of ours. So any of them pretty much would have it. If it has a South Indian flavor to the store, it'll be easier to find.
So Coconut Hill?
No coconut in this one.
No, I'm saying, can I find them in Coconut Hill?
Oh, Coconut Hill. That's absolutely, I believe you can. You may. So I wanted to do this traditional South Indian item as well as I wanted to make, to go along with it, a pundu vatta korambu.
So that's hard to pronounce.
The r sound is a very special sound in Tamil. So it's a r. So it's not a ya, it's not a za, it's in between, it's like a r. Okay, so it comes from the back of the top of the palate. And so I'll do that vatta korambu. And then I have ingredients.
Say that again, and I want to pronounce it perfectly.
Absolutely, vatta korambu.
Vatta korambu.
Yes, very good, Pia.
Good.
And then I have ingredients for a chutney, tenga chutney, which is coconut chutney, but I add peanuts to it. So the chutney part, I'll show you demonstration of just the ingredients, but may not go into it. Okay, so may I just get started?
Yes, and we have our audience coming in. Lakshmi says you're looking gorgeous. Maddie said beautiful Ponni, and
thank you. I'm
so they're all looking forward to it. Let's get started.
Thank you. Very thrilled to be here with all of you. So, and do forgive a little bit of the technical angles, but doing the best by myself.
No, we are trying our best here.
Yes. So, for the batter, okay, what I did was I soaked urad dal, quarter cup. You can actually add some of the other dals as well, thoda sa chana dal, tur dal, and you can add a little bit of those dals just to give it, more texture, more like an ade. Okay, and then I soaked poha, which is beaten rice.
Right.
1 cup of that, and then I added that just 15 minutes prior to the blending. And then I already added 1 cup of rice. So all these were soaked. The rice and the dals soaked for 6 hours. The poha soaked for 15 minutes, and then it all got blended, and then it fermented overnight.
Okay. So let me get that.
Sure. I can't hear you.
And then the other stuff was added immediately, or everything was soaked?
So yeah, so once the 6 hour soaking of the other things were done and the poha soaked for 15 minutes, then they were all blended together. And then they fermented overnight. So this is the batter, and it can be, it can be even an old dosa batter, idli batter, anything. okay, at home. Then on top of that, I'm going to add, this can be added either raw or, I don't know if y'all can see everything on the platter. Okay, is it visible?
I can see it.
Okay, it is, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so some ginger, some dhania patta, tomato, some mixed veggies, peppers and chilies, onions. And then for the chutney, you can, and the korambu, you can see I've already started putting the pundu, which is the garlic, and with the, tamarind, and also some other ingredients here, such as coconut peanuts for the chutney. And additionally, here's, oh, my dessert is ready, as you can see.
Ooh. Ponni,
And then,
there are a lot of people saying that they're all going to come out and camp outside your house. I think
all are totally welcome. I would love that.
But I get first dibs.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for doing this. And then this is the masalas that will go into it.
Okay.
So, and this vandli I'm going to use for the, the patta korambu. This is the paniyaram pan. These are my little anjara pettis, they are called, right? They are the masala danis. Okay, so all the ingredients are here, except for some reason I couldn't find the additional tamarind I have soaked, but that's all right, it'll show up.
I'm sure
it will show up. Now I'm going to angle it once more while the cooking is going on, and I'm hoping the angle is okay.
Can you move your iPad a little bit? I think it's covering the screen. There's a, okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Sorry, people. This is a live show and we are trying our best. So
because there is a COVID time, so I didn't have anyone come and help
no
me.
worries, Ponni. I am so glad that you're doing this for all of us.
Okay, so now the batter is completely, like I said, fermented and ready. So here it goes. I love doing this part. Dip the onions, dip the dhania. This part is really fun. I get to dip everything in it, in the batter. And some people will actually cook these ingredients separately, like saute it a bit. But I like to keep it raw because the smells are so good when they're cooking, right?
I can just imagine.
Right. So I just add the jalapenos and the other veggies. So quite a bonanza of
everything's added into the mixture.
All added into the mixture. Okay. All added into the mix. And the other thing I'm going to add is all these dry masalas I showed. Okay. So
all right.
Dhania, jeera, we can put amchur, lal mirch, anything we really feel like. And I actually make a blend of roasted, I roast the dhania seeds, red chilies, and a couple of the tur dal and chana dal and urad dal, and I actually grind that for a dry powder also. All that goes in here. This starting to look like a good batter here. And now the pan is going to be completely on for us. Okay. I have a nice gas stove, as you all can see. If you cannot see, just tell me and I'll move. I'll just walk with my phone in my hand, okay?
Or, just show the pan. Like once you add it, show the pan, the gas station, the gas.
Sure. Okay. So I am pouring with a very contained, this idayam oil. So it has a nice contained hole so that you don't drop too much, okay? Since the pan is actually,
and
it's not a cast. It's not a cast iron.
Kind of oil you're using, or it's any oil?
It's the idayam gingerly oil.
Gingerly oil, okay.
So it's actually this is modern, like it's a non-stick pan, but in India I think you get this in cast iron.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So now I'm
you want to make sure that it's not sticking to your pan.
Correct. So I'm going to start putting my little can you all hear the sizzling?
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, and I'm going to bring the camera over in a second here. I know, I wish I could do like 4 hands instead of 2.
You're doing very well.
Thank you.
And you're making, well, Laksh says, oh gosh, dessert. Ponni, you're making me so hungry.
That is the idea. That is the idea. I want everybody to get nice and hungry and go ahead and make these same kind of bonanzas at home, okay? So, yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I can nearly taste it.
And this is tasty because it's got a lot of, like I said, even fresh vegetables and, you know, onions and things like that. Lots of freshly ground spices. So it's pretty tasty. So while that's going to, I put it a little bit in slow so that it doesn't burn in the bottom and yet cooks, you know, inside out the batter. So while that's going on, I'm going to turn on for my mandli, the ilpachchetti, we call it also. Okay, I'm
What
gonna,
is that?
that's the kadhai or mandli or ilpachchetti. It's a copper one.
Okay.
And for that one, I'm going to start the vatta kurambu. Okay. Added a bit of oil.
Uh-huh.
And now my little anjara petti, which is 5 petties, which is like a masala dani. Right. And anjara petti in Tamil is 5 boxes, you know. It's got more than 5 though. Kerala petti maybe.
Look, well, you know, I'm getting to learn 2 things. I'm getting to learn Tamil words, and I'm getting to learn this yummy, you know, dish making.
Right. So I'm putting, thank you. I'm putting mustard seeds, thoda sa hing, or the methi seeds, the hing powder for sure. Love putting that for the smell. And going to let it sputter. And once that happens, and you know, this vatta kurambu can be started with just a little bit of oil, or of course, sometimes people might like ghee also. Okay.
Okay.
In my batter, I forgot to put the ginger, so now I'm going to add it for the second Eid. Eid is the second installment. How do you like Eid?
So it's Eid.
Eid. Yep.
What is that?
Eid is installment, the second batch.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, for the paniyaram, I have a small, tiny little wooden spatula.
Okay.
And that helps me to turn it. Oh, wow, my mustard is already sputtering here. Let me bring it here so I can show you as I'm turning them.
Thank
They
you.
should have
Yeah,
this
I mean,
nice
that-
golden consistency. Sorry, sometimes can be a bit of a challenge. It shouldn't be though, because it's non-stick. Okay. See how? Love them, huh?
yeah, just.
You can start seeing the tomato.
Oh, perfect. Oh, wow, that was pretty quick. So they cook pretty fast.
Bandar cook hona na, it has to be inside also.
Okay.
So that's why I leave it in a small flame. Flame is pretty small.
So like you turn it once it turns golden brown on one side.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, I turned off the other stove because I wasn't paying attention to it. And needed to turn it off because the mustard seeds had already sputtered.
No worries.
There we go.
We have some more viewers saying hello. We have
hello. Very happy
saying, so Pushpa
happy
says,
to see you.
awesome, Ponni. This is my son's favorite. Aarti said, nice. And Purvi saying, you're an all-rounder, Ponni. So, you know, all praises
you
for
guys
you.
are too kind and so sweet. Look at the garlic here. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
And Now I'm going to, I think, that was my imli. I was wondering where my imli went. Here it is.
Yeah, you can,
I
kitchens
had-
are always.
I had soaked it. So, for imli to soak, it takes a little while, right?
Yeah. So how
And you
long would
just-
you put your, how long would you soak the idli?
It depends actually.
Sorry, not idli.
If you're in a big rush, then I soak the imli in hot water so that it gets
So
done.
you're using like the imli. I mean, a lot of times you get imli paste, right?
But
Can I
I'm using proper imli.
Okay, yeah. So you
With the-
use proper imli. That's why you soaked it overnight.
Right,
And you
so that,
won't use imli paste.
Right. I didn't want to use imli paste. For the genuineness, for a Tamil person, imli has to be very perfect.
I am sure.
So the imli is pretty much done. Okay. So then I actually had a bit of additional imli already prepared. So I'm going to add that to my the dish. Okay, so sorry. I know I don't like lags in the while I'm showing this, but sometimes a little bit of lag is necessary.
No. Let's keep it as slow as possible so everyone understands. And I've asked people for any questions they might have.
Okay.
And when they come along, I'll ask you.
So do you see the imli paste having gone in?
Yeah.
To the vatta korambu? Do you see it? Dikh raha hai?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Does it look good?
It looks yummy. So and that's garlic in there?
That's garlic.
Okay.
So for vatta korambu, I really like garlic because it cooks so soft, and that entire garlic can be then consumed, in a very soft form.
So what does vatta mean?
Vattral, actually vattral. So vatta is like a short form. Okay. So vattral is like to fry. So like the roast the garlic, to roast the ingredients. Okay, here's my.
Oh, they look ready. That was pretty quick.
Yeah. And now all I'm going to do today, I'm not going to worry about paper towel and all. I didn't put too much oil. So here I go. Look at. I
Those
just
look
emptied
delicious.
So I emptied out and then of course, my great little vatta korambu is getting done. And the coconut and peanuts, can you see them?
Yeah.
I roasted the peanuts and the coconut is ready. That would have just gone into my blender here. And with some red chilies and some of that masala, or just plain. I prefer like sabut, which is the whole red chilies, whole green chilies, and to give it that tang. And I put a little bit of tamarind for that too.
Okay.
So
this is
that's
going to be nice and sort of sour. And that's how
Yes.
I like, that's the thing I really love about South Indian food is the sourness to it.
Exactly, right? The puli gives it that amazing sourness.
Yeah.
So here's in case some people joined a bit late, I'll do a second Eid batch, right?
Okay, now I know. I learned the word somewhere else today.
I'll try to place the phone back into the closet.
Yeah, bear with us, people. This is Poni's by herself trying to manage cooking as well as camera angles. So,
is it visible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I'm going to do the second. And this time I didn't even put any oil in the pan at all.
Well, so since it's hot and
it's hot and ready.
So we also I want to say hi to Farhana, Kanan, Ruchi. Yeah, so they all joined us. They're watching.
Very excited, all of you. I don't know if you all wanted me to repeat anything, any concepts, any questions. I'll be happy since I'm just doing the rote work right now. It's just the pouring work right now, and I'll show you as soon as I finish pouring it. Okay, the second batch. Any questions about the cuisine, about my attire, wearing the traditional sari.
Anshula says, looks really yummy.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
hi, Anshula.
Very, very happy to, ensure that you'll get a good viewing here and probably, hopefully learn something a bit new. So this time I'll pour the oil after the fact. So see how I did this? So that's just that idayam oil, just a little bit to give it the crispness. So it's literally just few drops. It doesn't take a lot. Back to
so we have Pushpa saying she's planning to cook it soon. I want to try this myself. Actually, this looks really amazing.
Yes.
So, and everyone that's watching, if you cook what Ponni made, please do post on the foodies group so we can, see what you made. It would be amazing to, see that we've inspired you to cook this yourself. I will go
exactly.
myself
We would love to. Absolutely. That would be my gift.
Yep.
If you'll learn this and post it, it'll be amazing. So, so this particular, like I said, the chutney, I didn't want to make a huge commotion with the blender. But really that coconut, those roasted peanuts with the tamarind and some masala goes a long way to go with this dish. Always add a little bit of tair. Tair is that yummy, yogurt.
Yes.
So instead of dahi, we'll say tair.
That I know tair sadam.
That's right. Correct. So that's what we are doing. Wow. The vattakurambu is coming along so nicely. I just love watching the colorful vattakurambu. And the amazing little...
I can just imagine how delicious these must be. It's full of vegetables and it's full of all these different grains. It's got rice, it's got lentils,
poha.
Poha is beef rice, I guess.
Beaten rice. In Tamil, we call it aval.
Aval.
Yeah.
Well, in Hindi, it's called
poha, right?
No, poha is Maharashtrian, I think. Yeah. In Bengali, we call it chide.
Chide. Acha. Very nice.
So yeah.
As you can see, they come out really nice.
Wow, those look really nice.
So, my mom, every time I make these, she says, don't cook me anything else. As long as I have these, I am happy.
So these would they be like a snack or do you have it as a dinner or lunch or something?
So it's typically a snack. But in these days, so sorry. These days, did I lose everybody?
No. I see you.
Oh gosh, I really must have lost everybody by now.
No, well, we have more people joining. So Ruchi is asking, any tadka in the coconut and peanut chutney? Ruchi, we haven't gotten to it yet. So once, she shows us the chutney, I'm sure.
Definitely. And the peanut chutney, actually, I wasn't going to demonstrate, because of the noise. But definitely we need to put tadka. Tadka makes it such a, special.
What would you put in the tadka?
So in the tadka for this peanut coconut chutney, I would put rai, which is mustard seeds, or kadugu, we call it in Tamil kadugu. And that's about it, like curry leaves, curry patta.
Yeah.
Put that.
That gives it a very fragrant smell.
Exactly. And makes it also very South Indian, So dhania patta gives it a little more North Indian flavor. But you can, of course, in chutney, you wouldn't put the dhania patta. Unless it's just pure coconut, because the peanuts are going to make it, colorful already.
Right. So I have some comments here.
Yeah.
Ashit is saying looks delicious.
Thank you.
Vivid T says, I bet this is the best attire for cooking ever imagined. My
Of
cooking attire
course.
makes me minimalist.
Thank you.
So you
Yes.
are looking, very authentically South Indian and beautiful, of course.
Thank you.
Farhana is asking, where did you find that pan? And I think we discussed that earlier. It's available in a lot of South Indian stores.
And my next batch is ready.
Wow, that looks like I want to be there biting into those.
And all I did was dump it into the plate. So meanwhile, the vata korambu is quite ready. Look at that.
So Ruchi is asking, what oil did you use for the tadka? You said gingerly oil, right?
That's right. So I used the gingerly oil for actually I used the gingerly oil for the paniyaram, batter. I mean, for the paniyaram pan. For the, for the, what's that called? Vata korambu, we don't have to, right? We could use pretty much groundnut peanut oil. We could use canola, mazola, any of that. So I decided to take a walk with you all
That's all right.
while the kitchen was so super hot with all the cooking. So, and then I was doing this our traditional diya for all of us in the beginning. I just like to have all the traditional colors. The masalas were in there, laid out. Sweets were ready, and lots of things going on in this kitchen.
You have a party on. We are all heading to your place after this.
We want you to hear. That's the idea. I hope it looks colorful and attractive.
In fact, I don't know how long the shelter in place will continue, but once this is done, I am hoping to do this show in our future featured chef's house, so I can taste the food.
I mean, I would be so, for a chef, as you know, for a cook, nothing is better than eating it today,
we believe in the concept of Annapurna.
Exactly. So there's no point in my cooking unless I could feed you all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course, my pleasure.
Lakshya saying she loves your accessories, necklace, jhumka, bangles. So well coordinated. And Ashit says it looks like a foodie lover's paradise. Food lover.
Oh, thank you so much. And I must say that even though the prep here didn't take very long, probably I could finish the whole meal, including the chutney, in the half hour. But I mean, the actual preparation now. But the pre-prep does take about a day.
So good to know. So there is no shortcuts to the pre-prep.
Unless you can absolutely take shortcuts, such as buy the batter from the store. You could buy masalas, which are like completely ready,
because there are some extremely lazy cooks like me who want to get shortcuts for everything. I am sure it tastes nowhere near, when you have actually soaked the batter and made the batter yourself.
Right, like even from the masala, right? I roast the masala.
Yeah, that smell, no store-bought masala can touch.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. But shortcuts are absolutely possible. This meal can be cooked very, very quickly. And I think that is actually one of the, I would say, an advantage of South Indian cooking. It does go quickly. So, in the same pressure cooker, my mom would put the tur dal to boil, a couple of vegetables to boil, all in the same cooker. The rasam water would be going on in one barnli, and another one, the sambar would be started. And then the one vegetable, of course, you have to chop. So that would be the only little bit of work to do the dry curry. And your rice is cooking very by itself, right? In a rice cooker.
Right.
And so your whole entire South Indian meal doesn't take very long.
That's perfect. I mean, and I absolutely want you to come on again and show us how to make some rasam, or, again, I'm going to ask our audience, please message me, sign up. Like you see, we are all sort of amateur chefs here. We are not looking for perfection, but anyone that wants to, be featured on this show, please message me.
Yes, really, really amazing. You're at this. You just bring out the comfort level in the, interviewee and the person you are, asking to demonstrate. And so I really thank you for that. I thank Shahid for all the technical support as well as all the super encouragement.
Well, and I absolutely, I embarrassed him a lot last Wednesday. But I have to say, without Shahid, we would not have this show.
That's
because
right.
he does our marketing. He's our, he's our behind the scenes.
The PR, the works.
Person. So thank you, Shahid. And
Pia, I typed up these 3 recipes, so please feel free to share in our WhatsApp.
Yes, I will put it on Home and Foodies group. So anybody that wants to follow up with the ingredients and where the whole recipe, please do do look it up. I will post it right away.
And let me show all the stuffs again. Here's the kuri paniyarams.
Ooh.
Here's the vata korambu, really, really coming along, right?
So, it's based. So it is garlic and
tadka mein I put some rai, which is, and then some red chilies, the whole red chilies, some dhania seeds, and a little bit of that tur dal and urad dal and chana dal, little bit. And then I straight away put the garlic to roast first, and then added the tamarind water that I had prepared. And that's like, and the vattal also actually means a couple of things. Vattal also means it's boiling away. So that this is supposed to get thickened and bring out the taste and all that as it's boiling, as it's cooking. So that's the vata korambu. It's a little thicker, and it doesn't have dal. Sambar would have paruppu in it. And this is thicker version, and it goes really well with things like this, And like I said, the chutney is a must with the peanuts and the coconut.
Chutney is amazing.
And I stopped cooking my rest of my batter here, but afterwards I'll continue. So I finish it.
Oh.
So I really thank my audience. Love you all. This has been an amazing family.
Thank you so much.
Only able to sustain this entire COVID, being an essential worker and all of that because of the tremendous amount of loving, caring, camaraderie, really family feeling, and so much giving. You all have given so much back to the community, back to us.
And Ponni, you are doing an amazing job as an essential worker. We thank you for that. And so are we, is the vata korambu ready?
Yeah, vata korambu is all ready, completely ready. The punde, the garlic, sometimes I like it super soft. I don't like it thoda bhi kadak. So I might, while I finish the batch after everybody signs off, I might let this cook more.
Okay. All right. I will. There are some last few comments. Vivid says, "What? Okay, that is very tough Hindi, so I'm not able to read that." Bhojanam.
Bhojan.
Sorry, Vivid. आप please वो English में लिखें तो मुझे I can read it. This is very tough to read out. But full stomach watching recipe online does not make your hunger mad. Ashit is asking, is it peanut coconut chutney? Peanut and Ashit says peanut and coconut don't go together.
Oh my God, no, you know what? I've been making it for a long, long time, and it goes wonderfully well together. You just have to be careful to eat it, consume it quickly. You don't want coconut to sit for any amount of days. So if you want it just for this meal, it's perfect.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank
Here's
you
my
again,
garden for
Foodie.
y'all. Here's my little garden.
Oh, wow. That is beautiful, Ponni. Thank you.
That's why I'm showing it, so that everybody comes, not just for the food, for the ambiance, for everything.
You know, once this is over, as part of, the reason we had decided when we started the Foodies group that we would have these monthly potlucks.
Right.
Once shelter in place is over, we'd love to, in a very sort of safe way, have those potlucks again.
That'll be amazing, Pia.
Yeah, I mean, totally looking forward to that.
Yeah,
So with that, we will sign out now. Thank you again, Ponni, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank
Stay
you, everybody,
tuned
for
next week.
encouraging. Yeah, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. And
Bon
anyone
appetit.
that's interested in being a host, do contact me. Thank you, and bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for the technical support. Bye.